All right, and welcome to another Watercolor Wednesday. I was waiting for us to go live. We are live in 12 seconds into this thing. So I hope everyone had a wonderful week. I'm so grateful for all of your comments through all the other different videos we got going on. For all of you that showed up on Sunday for the San Diego Watercolor Society demo, thank you so much. I appreciate you and I adore you. We had a really good demo on Sunday. I did this really cool scene over at Driscoll's where I demoed doing shadows because next month, I have a weekend workshop, and you can go to sdws.com.org and the San Diego Watercolor Society to see that I have an upcoming weekend workshop. So it's a 2-dayer, and we're going over dappled lighting. Okay, so it's about not just shadows, but dappled lighting. So that went really well. So that was Sunday. Monday, we did art school live with Eric Rhodes. And I think I have a picture ready for that. Oh, yeah, there we are with Mr. Eric Rhodes. Thank you so much to Amadine and Ali for having me with Eric. We had a good time and it was fun. I I have to admit I did get hung up on the word lovely and Eric helped me with that. Hey, all 6 of you are here already. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're just waiting for Facebook and YouTube to let you all know that I am live. And thank you for all of you that have hopped on here. Holy mackerel, you guys are just hopping right on. So thank you. Put in the comments. I will post your comment where you're from. Say hello and where you're at. I've been doing this Watercolor Wednesday for a good minute, and I'm very grateful for all of you encouraging my behavior. So I was just talking about how this week has been doing demos back to back. So Valentine's, happy belated Valentine's. I hope you had an awesome Valentine's. We actually celebrated our Valentine's during the morning and day. We started out with some breakfast burrito and some roses. And we watched some Netflix and just relaxed. I put my phone away. So sorry I didn't get your answers right away to you for your comments, but I got to do some teaching at the art school over at Art on 30th. Thank you so much. And I apologize for those that, well, I guess I shouldn't apologize, but thank you for all those that are on the waiting list for the next upcoming classes. We are doing something special. We're opening a Thursday night for some of you that have already taken my course. So we're doing an intermediate coming up here really soon. I believe it's in March. And so what else we got on here? So NWS. Have you became a member of the National Watercolor Society? I'm a member. I'm also on the board. I also am blown away that I've been asked to do publicity, which is a whole nother ball game. So you have 2.5 days to enter your paintings for the National Watercolor Society. It's up here in Paso Robles. For some of you that are international that have been watching, holy mackerel, you guys are just blowing up on here. Thank you so much. There is some really good cash prizes and some really good stuff going on with NWS. I am so honored that I got drafted from San Diego Watercolor Society to NWS. Thank you to the Goldmans, Stephanie and Ken Goldman, for grabbing me. We've got also La Papa Oh my goodness. I could start crying right now. I'm so stoked, but I have to share that news next month. So I've got something super special, like right over there, that I'm working on for Laguna Plein Air painters. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I get up early in the morning. I'm an early riser. We're going to get painting soon. I just got to share some of these. Like, these are like, I'm not ranting. I'm not like, what's the word? Boasting. I am just in praise report right now. So, La Papa, I've got some cool stuff to share about what I got this super cool email that I read actually yesterday morning. So we got the podcast. Holy cow. So raise your hand, hit a heart or like if you watched the interview with Carrie Waller. Holy crap. Carrie Waller is dynamite. She is super cool. But this Monday got really weird. I don't know what was going on with uploading stuff. Holy, you guys are just jumping on here like so cool. Um, so Francesco Fontana, super cool Italian dude. He's got a video with Streamline Publishing. So if you go to painttube.com, maybe he has a video with them. I got to meet him finally in Fabiano when I went to Italy last year in person. We had a good time. We ate these things that were kind of like not like pork rinds, but these really interesting like fried chip things over a beer, and we got to meet each other. Actually, it wasn't a beer; it was coffee. But we had a super good time. That interview is up. So it went up on Tuesday. So for those of you that are just looking for a little more content, every Monday we've got the podcast interviews. So yes, I did say podcast. So after I get 10 of them up, then it'll go up on Apple Podcast and here. So I've got over a dozen interviews. Angela Barbie is my next interview on next Monday. Angela Barbie, if you don't know her, she's also a brand ambassador. Just like the last two interviews, she is going to blow your mind. She is amazing. She is so unique. She'll speak into some of the women. She interviews amazing interviewing amazing professional women artists. One of my favorite interviews she did was with Lisa Wang, who is Joseph Zavukovich's wife. But Lisa stands on her own as far as an artist, and her interview, you could still watch that. Anyhow, you don't want to miss next Monday's podcast interview with her. Holy crap. Did you not see the wonderful interview that, or no, not interview, I did like oh my gosh, I'm so crazy. So I'm stoked for my friend Schwan Lee. She's got this book, and it's time for me to do another book review. Holy crap, I've got so many art books. I am really bad. I love reading, even though I have a reading disability. If you haven't noticed, right here, it says, what do you want to learn about? So make sure you put that in the comments. Schwan Lee, guys. If you don't know who Schwan Lee is, you don't know watercolor. This woman, when I first saw her painting, I was in tears. I was in joyful tears. Her, Keiko Tanabe, and the list goes on. So this book just came this morning. I got this book. I ordered this book like over a month ago. So it finally got here. Eric Rhodes got his before me. I was like, whatever. But I've got it. I'm going to read it first before I do a book review. I've got a stack of books. So if you haven't seen the last book review, don't go now. watch it later. But I reviewed, everybody's asked me about a book on perspective, a book on going on artist dates with yourself, we did a book on the right side of the brain. So I will be doing a book review. I gotta read this. And I've been around Schwan Lee. Have had the opportunity to paint with her because we're both members of the San Diego Watercolor Society, also La Papa, and a few others, NWS. The list goes on. So if you want to get yours now and not wait for the book review, let me pull up her website. Her website is, drumroll please, Schwan Lee. So SHUANGLI watercolors.com. So if you go to her webpage, you can get this book. Super cool book. All right. Get your hands on that book. Support local artists. What else do we have here? So, yes, I talked about Angela Barbie. That's on Monday. I've got something else special coming up in the mix for this week's video. If you haven't been getting the shorts, I do little bits and pieces of shorts. Those come out at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. PST time. That's it. So let's do some painting. I'm sure you're so tired of me talking. I'm tired of talking. Let me switch this camera around. Wait, hold on. Let me see if there are some comments. There are some comments. Here we got some comments, and we got Deborah. Hi from Vancouver Island. We've got, who else we got here? We got Naomi. Not sure how to become a member. A member of the National Watercolor Society? Holy cow, Naomi. Seriously. So just Google, even if you're in Google Maps, if you put in National Watercolor Society, it will take you to their website. I'm pretty sure in my Instagram and also my Facebook, there's a link. So you go there. I think it's maybe about $50 to become a member. But okay, so if you're not familiar, you have AWS, American Watercolor Society. That's like the major leagues, okay? You have NWS, which is National Watercolor Society. That is like the minor leagues of baseball, okay? It goes, then you got SDWS. They're like in the top 5. And there are some other wonderful, amazing other watercolor societies, and they're ranked. Okay, so National Watercolor Society back in the day, I believe maybe in the 70s, I could be wrong. It was called the California National Watercolor Society. How I know is because one of the book reviews that I did for you guys, the artist that wrote the book talked about him being a president of the National Watercolor Society. Well, silly thing is California has never been really recognized as an artist town. It was always New York, okay? Or, well, San Francisco. And so, would have it be, I don't know, I wasn't there. It somehow then just became just straight up National Watercolor Society. So, it's a big, big thing. And we talk about that with Francesco Fontaine about how European artists, it's a big deal to become a signature member of AWS or NWS. And I have my wonderful good friend, Giovanni Pazzari. He talks about, or he will be talking about, I'll just leave it for that. Okay. Anyways, let's do some painting. Oh, we have more comments. Holy cow. What else we got here? I saw that book and I wanted to order it, but have to wait She's amazing. Dude, Naomi's talking about this book. No, seriously. So I already did a little flip through this, so you're gonna just have to go watch that video later. Nancy's up in here. Oh, what's going on there? Nancy is here. Hello, Nancy from Maryland. Joan. Oh yeah, hey, how's it going from Vancouver? There's a couple of Joans. Holy cow! I have a couple of Joans, and one of them has been plein air painting like crazy. She's on fire. One of my students. So Joan has ordered Schwanley's book. That's super rad. And all right, so I don't want to lose you guys, so let's start painting. All right, I am gonna turn these comments off just for the moment, but if you're just dropping on here, I will turn off this camera just so I can set it up. I'll be right back. Meanwhile, you can see this. This was on Monday. I'm swapping this camera around. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just getting set up so you all can just enjoy some more painting. All right. So Eric Rhodes is hilarious. If you're not familiar with Eric, you should definitely buy his book. If you need to know how to market your art, he has a great book called Art Marketing. All right. Some of you have asked about doing some landscape painting. So we did some boats. We did some beach stuff. So we're doing some landscape today. We've got some photos here. I'm seeing more people hop in on here, but I'm not seeing who it is. And you guys got to tell me where you're from. It's only fair. All right. So we've got some paper here. And so in my pocket, I've always got these two things right here. A front pocket. So we've got mechanical pencil. And we've got one Escoda number 8 Perla. This is from the red series. But if there was one other series I like from the travel brush, it's gotta be the blue series. Holy cow. If you're not familiar with this, you can get this on Amazon. It comes with one Perla round, number 10. And then it comes with an Ultimo, number 16. What? And then a Prado, number 6. This is on Amazon right now. I believe you can get that one for like, my student just got it. Oh, it's right here. So look at that. That is a nice synthetic brush that wants to act like a lovely mop. And you got this one to do all your details. And this one to get real nice, tight, and controlled. All right. So let's look at this. So we're going to put a nice little box right here, okay? And here. So, got a nice little clean, clear box. Right away, we're going to choose, is this a vertical painting or is this a horizontal? Obviously, this is a horizontal here. We're going to have this little lovely area right there. Okay. Not quite sure what's going on with the lighting right now. The sun is bright right before it goes down here in San Diego. All 13 of you, hello, what's up? Tell me how you're doing. Are you guys on YouTube? our area on Facebook, let me know. So we've got this other little section here. We got this little lovely mountain going here. Nice little thicket of trees. This nice little bush area here. Okay, and then there's these buildings right in here. We've got this nice building here. Boom, like this. Then right here, this is like a chow hall. And this is right there. This is going to show up a lot better for painting. All right, it's just a little iffy. Oh my gosh, you guys are giving me some hearts and some thumbs up. You guys are too sweet. All right, we got some other roof action going here. All right, so this is Leo Carrillo. If you ever get a chance to come to San Diego, go visit Leo Carrillo and go say hi to my buddy that maintains the grounds there. So Scott Pryor, he's a really well-known artist. He loves going over to Leo Carrillo. We've talked about getting down there and hanging out at nighttime and doing some nocturne painting. So we got this hillside right here. You guys are getting to see the sketch. How cool is that? We got a sketch. There's a little doorway. There's a little window. That's all right here. And then we've got this little sketch here. Look at that. Boom. Keep this simple. Okay, we've got some trees. They're right in here. I moved it over just a titch. Okay, and there's some other tree business here. This shape right over here needs to be different than this shape over here. Why? Because if this is too central, we have some issues. All right, we've got this building here, this little chow area here. So it's really good to get in these sketches, okay? Oh, you know what we should do? Oh my gosh. Okay, I got super excited. Too excited. Dun, dun, dun. Let's bust out. Let's bust this out. Right here. Let me grab. Dun, dun, dun. Here he is. I found him. This guy right here. I'm just filling it, and we should do some gouache. Who wants to see the new Daniel Smith gouache like in action? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a hearts. Give me a like no. So I've already done like watercolor, and some of you saw the watercolor demos. Let's do some gouache. So I'm going to show you just by taking, let's put this right there. Oh, we are sponsored by Escoda. Yes, I am sponsored by Escoda because this brush right here was made by Joseph Escoda. This brush right here was also made by the grandson of Escoda. See this brush? This is actually, I had a brush that was a makeup brush, and Joseph made me this brush just so I would quit using that makeup brush. And he gave me this. So these three brushes have been just for gouache. So I actually put this one away. One thing I need to do with the gouache. So who's tried the gouache out? Let me know in the comments if you've tried out the gouache. I'm going to show you guys something super rad right now. Okay. So these just have to go away just for the time being, just so you can see what's going on here. All right. Let me type down my painting. 14 of you. Who's here? Oh, I see a comment. I see a comment. There's a few comments. Deborah says yes. Deborah has tried the Daniel Smith gouache. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying yes to, Deb? Right on. All right, so we have this rough sketch. I've already sketched onto some watercolor paper. Now there's 15 of you. Come on. You guys are just showing me some love. Thank you. And so we're gonna put down this tape. I want to show you that you can have a super rough sketch, and then you can just start throwing down some gouache paint. Do you know why I can just start putting down some gouache paint over all this sketching? What is it that's unique about gouache than watercolor? And some of you already know the answer because you've been here for a good minute. Deb says, I tried the gouache. Your Opus demo was inspiring. Oh, you were with the Opus group, right on, up in Canada. Thank you so much. Holy cow, there's 17 of you now. That's right, Naomi. She's the winner. She says it's opaque. Opaque is okay. All right, so check it out. You can paint with this gouache. So if you've been painting, check this out. If you've been painting oils, you're gonna like gouache. Gouache is gonna get you a little bit closer, okay, to watercolor. So watch this. I can put in this gouache right here, okay, and then we've got what? Some other little trees here. It's so hard for me not to tell you guys about La Papa. Oh my gosh, I'm so just like stoked about sharing next month the news. All right, so there we go. So I'm just throwing it in the sky right now. So with the gouache, what I've been doing is doing what's called local color. So I first start with a nice blue sky. That is called local color. You might have also heard it if you're in different little camps. You've probably heard of it called mother color. So we have blue sky, right? And then we're gonna have green trees, right? Well, I'm warped because I already know that it's not just green. So look at this. This gouache medium is going to cover up all that sketching. Okay. So look at that. I'm just leaving some whites because I'm already warped with watercolor. I'm not warped. I'm just being silly. So you can use this nice round. This round really likes to use some thick paint. Okay. All right. So we're going to throw in this hillside here. we're going to do some negative painting. Negative painting with a positive attitude. All right, so we're cropping in that roof. This is slightly on a heel right here. So now we get in here that gets a little bit darker. This is painted. You've got to paint this quite fast, okay? Because you don't want to think too much. You want to just get in your colors, and the nice thing is you can't screw this up. You really can't, because the way I paint with this medium is it's like sculpture. Have you ever done sculpture? In college, they made me do sculpture in my foundation years, and oh my gosh, it was actually great. We worked with alabaster. Soapstone, alabaster. Worked our way up to we did not do. Okay, I can't say I'm like a stone mason. We did not do like marble, but we did some hard stones. All right, so look, we've got sky. We've got this grassy area here, right? Okay, and then we've got this lovely roof. There's my neighbor pulling up. Hello. Here we got this lovely roof here. Okay, and we've got a slightly different colored roof right here. Okay. All these get its own little fun character, right? We've got this roof. This is kind of back to the grayish color. So what I was saying about sculpture, though, if you ever did sculpture like on an actual face, you build layers, okay? So I'm so stoked that Debbie's here. And for some of you, I don't know if you even know it, but some of you came over from my demos and then had me teach some tutoring. So I am working with some people right now. I have a spot probably for 2 more people for this year. And then I'm kind of tapped out with like mentoring just because I do have some traveling this year. But if you're wanting some mentoring either on gouache or watercolor, just hit me up. All right, so we've got this little area. This is like some kind of like chow area where you would line up as a cowboy or cowgirl and get some food. All right. Now we've got this area here. And there's one other little section right here. And we got to dive into some white, but slightly toned down right here. Okay. And this section, I needed just a little bit of, some good old yellow ochre right there. And then, check this out. Then we have this like lovely, okay, did you guys watch the demo on Monday with me and Eric Rhodes? Holy cow. I said lovely like way too much. It was quite funny, but not. We've got this area right here. Actually, it could go a little bit lighter. On camera, it's looking super light, but I actually need it a little bit lighter. This is this ground area. Do you see how triangles kind of push and pull and get you some distance? I was working with my student today. He's probably on here. He's probably being shy to introduce himself. So, Clay, say hello. But Clay and I were talking in class today about these triangles and how they help. Okay, we've got some shade here. I think purple. Purple's a great color for some shade. We're gonna really cool it off right in here. So you've got to get it in these areas kind of nice and juicy and quick, because just like building clay on a face of a sculpture, you build up like the area of the nose and the cheeks and the chin, right? And who else we got on here? Debbie. What? Mark's here? Hello. Question. Does the pans of gouache re-wet like watercolor paints? Dude. What? Are you serious? That's a good question. So yeah, check it out. So I put these in here about a little more than a month, maybe now 2 months. So literally what I did was I filled up each pan. If you haven't seen I actually did a video. You can watch it later. Don't run off now. But I show you how to fill these little pans. Okay. And then what I do is I spritz this with some water. And it's ready to rock and roll. Yes, just like watercolor. The only difference is this is an opaque medium. Dude, seriously. You guys should thank Mark for asking that question. Thank you, Mark Brooks. All right. This is pretty awesome. Thanks. You bet, Deb. So Deb is a rock star. All right. So okay, look at this guy. This guy is a nice triangle shape, broken up with these trees. These trees aren't done yet, though. And we got this nice hillside, right? Then we've got our buildings. We've got some ground here. And then we've got some nice shadows. All right. Now I'm going to go. I went from top to bottom. I'm going to go back up here. Okay. So I'm going to actually go back to my travel brush. I've got my flat, which I'm going to just use here in just a second. So I'm going to hop into here, and I'm going to make this nice light color that's going to go right above this ridge. So I'm actually, just like oil painting, see that? I'm putting in this lighter color along this ridge. This comes up like that. Okay. Now I'm going to hop into here, and then we're going to build up these trees. That's going to kind of come up like that. And I need now, so I'm building layers. We're going to start not seeing any of that sketching here shortly. I need to add some red to neutralize that green right into here with a little bit of titanium right there. And these are my trees. They're probably eucalyptus. There we go. There is this little section here that's kind of dark. All right, I'm just looking. If you want to be able to figure out how to paint this stuff, is you got to look at the shape. of the thing. Okay? Don't just start painting something because you're like, oh yeah, building, car. Look at the shape. All right. What else we got here? I'm not sure how to hit. What happens if I go over here? Is it showing me both? Oh, it is. It's showing me who's on Facebook. So if Mark is on Facebook, Debbie's on Facebook. We got Deborah Taylor on YouTube. We got Joan over on Facebook. We got Naomi over here on Facebook. So you guys are going to get way more content right now if you hop over to Facebook. Sorry. I totally messed that up. If you hop over to YouTube, you're going to get more content just because I'm over here now. I'll be honest, like, they're going to monetize. This is how I make my living. I make my living as an artist, and I sell my paintings. That's true. I sell art. I teach, and I'm more than happy to do these for free. But it does benefit me if you're friends with me over here on YouTube. So if you're kind of feeling weird and not knowing if you want to join over on YouTube, I totally understand. It took me a while also. But oh my gosh. YouTube is... Okay, you know how we all joke around about, hey, Google, what's the answer for this? It really is Google and YouTube have teamed up, and Google is now YouTube. It's no accident. Anyhow, we've got this little rock that's kind of here, and I'm done with it. Oops. That kind of went. There we go. So we got one little rock here. But this is where I want you to look, is these buildings. There's one thing I get to do with those trees is right here. There's gonna be lighter areas of this tree. Do you see that? Like, this is where the money is. Now I get to lighten up my painting by adding layers on top of it. And the camera is off a little bit, but you're getting the gist. Don't worry if you're missing out on a perfect. So the gouache is really popular right now because Daniel Smith just came out with their own line, and a couple other companies are figuring out that it's kind of a trend right now. And if you feel like you're getting writer's block, or you feel like you're not motivated to paint, dude, seriously, go pick up the primary set of these gouaches, and you're going to just wake up your senses. I did. Sometimes you've got to just get a new brush or get a new paint, and you don't get bored. All right. Wow, you guys are all still here. What do we got here? We've got... Dun, dun, dun. Holy cow, you guys are blowing me up. This is pretty awesome. Deb says, and Naomi says, I'm on YouTube. All right, Naomi. And then we've got Mark says, switching to YouTube. Thanks. And we've got Lefty Loop says, I just joined. Is that gouache? It totally is, Lefty. we decided to do gouache today just spontaneously because the way this sketch went, I did a nice design on this watercolor paper that we just decided to just hop right into this puppy with gouache. Thank you for asking. And we've got Diane says, okay, just popped over here to the YouTube. My Aztec gouache is grainy, not creamy. Yeah, so some companies have different binders in their gouache. Daniel Smith, what John, the owner of Daniel Smith, recently said was, you just have gum arabic in the gouache. So you got pigment, water, and gum arabic. Good observation. We got here, Deb says, you gave a great tip to mist a strip of the shop towel for gouache. Works well. Oh, yeah, for sure. I totally agree. And then we got over here, Debbie says, thanks for the YouTube reminder. I always forget that one. So Debbie is one of my mentees. I work with her one-on-one, helping her get from A to B. If you would like to know how to also get mentored like Debbie and a couple others, you can go over to my website, and on the website we'll show you how you go about that. And so everything is done on Zoom, and you get a copy of the Zoom. All right, so we've got our building. It's slowly building up. And so, holy cow, I have 12 more minutes. I have a date. I promised my lovely wife I would be on time to pick her up and go on a date with Andy Evanston. Andy Evanston is in town, and we're going to go have pizza with him and his bride. We have here, Diane says, I met you through Matt Tommy's program. Oh, yes, Diana, that's right. So if you don't know about CTT, the Christian Thriving Artist, you've got to check them out. Such a blessing. Such a blessing. That's where I met Deb. Deb is also from CTT. And so, I hope I didn't leave anybody out. Sorry if I might have passed up your comment. I will, if I missed it, I will get after it. Holy cow, 20 of you are still here watching. You're so kind. So here we are. There's, again, this rock just needs a little detail right there. So I'd rather this paint lighten up on me, which is really nice, than darkening up on me like some other paint that's out there. So this is one thing I like to do. So if you put your thumb right here and you tear away from your painting, okay, put your finger here, tear off there, back again over here, tear off over here, my finger's there, I'm tearing away from my painting. I need to see this nice white edge, because how do I frame my art? I frame it with anything that's done on paper. It gets a matte. You don't want your plexiglass or glass on your water medium artworks because of moisture. All right, so we've got this one coming off here. So what we need to do when we're pulling back this tape is I'm feeling like I'm about 80% done. Phew. I don't know, my heart is just full right now with so much gratitude for all of you. Naomi, check it out. Naomi is from CTT also. Come on. And we got Lefty says, I need a mentor. I'm a hobby artist. I taught by YouTube, but I'm taught by YouTube, but I'm feeling you need some organization and direct to level up. You're totally right. You're totally right. So hit me up over at my website, Gabriel Stockton, fineart.com. My email is easy info, INFO, at, and my website, Gabriel Stockton, fineart.com. Again, that's info at GabrielStocktonFineArt.com. Hit me up. Let's get you rolling and rocking. And you can see on there, and I can send you some feedback of some previous artists. One of my students just did a live. Well, actually, he's not my student anymore. I had to kick him out, like a little bird. And oh my gosh, I just saw he went live on Instagram, and he was like advertising his commissions and killing it. He's doing great. All right, we've got that building done. So what are we going after? We're going, this light is coming through here. We've got this hillside with these trees coming here, and we've got different shapes. So if you were to divide your painting into fours, like this and like this, each corner, each quadrant, okay, if you're going to seriously write something down today, this is what you want to write down. Each corner right now is different. Okay? This is like, you have to go to art school and pay a ton of money to learn this. And yes, we still got school loans out there. Look at the top corner. Look at the bottom right corner. Do you see how they're completely different shapes? A juror loves seeing this in a painting. Okay? All right, what we got here? We got Gabriel will make a great mentor. Boom! Naomi, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh. You're gonna give me happy tears. And we got here. Diane says, dang, good to know. And she also says, that is so rewarding to hear, Gabriel. And so, all right. So if you missed it, we do have an upcoming workshop coming up next month. If you want to come out and visit in San Diego and come paint, we've got the San Diego Watercolor Society. We only got a couple more spots left. Holy cow. So I just found out we've got a lot of signups. Here's the one thing though about this painting. So I've taken off the tape, and this area right down here has dappled lighting. Okay, I'm gonna teach about this, but I'm not gonna tell you how, but I am gonna show you a little trick that you can do with gouache, but in the workshop, it's with watercolor. So I'm not quite giving away the workshop. So check this out. In this dappled lighting area, I can put this little thing here and this little thing here. I have another video in my channel here at YouTube about dappled lighting, and I explain how to do this with gouache. But the workshop is about watercolor. We were out painting Plein Air, and the director that does the workshops loved my painting with dappled lighting, and she said, Gabriel, would you come teach us how to do that at the Watercolor Society? I said, of course. Do you see this dappled lighting coming in? Holy mackerel. Boom. So what we have here is light. There's a tree that's right here in the foreground, and there's light shining through the tree down onto the ground here. Okay, that's a rock. This is lighting that's coming through here. So in the foreground, we need this. My goal is for you to stand right here as a viewer of my painting and to want to go over here and get in the line for the chow. All right. Where are we at? Oh, I got 3 minutes. Holy cow. Promised my wife I would get there. Babe, if you're watching, I'm almost done. Sometimes she sneaks in here and watches us, guys. It's so funny. She usually will say something, and I'm like, oh, you were watching. I need an area right here that's dark. Why? I need that area to be dark so that it's kind of like an anchor. So it like anchors me in there, okay? So this is where you would line up to get some chow. And I think this is the old porta potty. Maybe not. And then we got this. Ooh, did you just see? Did you see how the darks just really popped? Underneath that roof, there's a little bit of shadow. That way this little stuff here is gorgeous and light. There's this little thing here, a little window. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Look at that. Is God on my side or what painting this? Oh my goodness. So if you invite God into your experience, your painting will go so much better. Sorry, that's just, I believe in a higher power than me. And that's just the way it is. Look at that. That roof just popped. There's some tree stuff over here. I have to believe in a higher power. I have to believe in there's something greater than me. And for me, it's his name's Jesus. And I can say that because this is my Watercolor Wednesday. And boom. Look at that. You guys can do this. So thank you so much for coming on here next Monday. Okay. So if you haven't seen the interview yet with Carrie Waller, it's coming up on the screen. Boom, Carrie Waller in the house. And let's see if it's going to show. Oh, it is. Check it out. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Presentation, slide, video, share screen. Let's see if I can do it. All right. Window, entire screen. Let's see. Share. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens. Boom. And then we go here. Wow, right there. Are you guys seeing this? Francis Fontana. Interview with a pro watercolor artist. And that's right. I use Canva to make these thumbnails. It's no secret. There's the other one we did for Art School Live. And let me exit out of there. And wait, did it not show it? Uh-oh. Okay, let's try it one more time. Let me know in the comments if you saw that. Let's see. Hi, Gabriel. Checking in from Southern Quebec. Hi, Kathy. Southern Quebec. Canada. Hey, we had several Canada peeps up in here today. Let's see. What did Naomi say? I ask God to join me often when I paint. That's so adorable. Oh, Naomi answered me. Or sorry, Deanna answered me. And let's try it again. This is my first time trying this. Okay, hold on. Let's try this one more time. So we go here. Add to StreamYard. Oh, that's crazy. That's not what I want. Okay, do you see this? Uh-oh. My laptop battery is not happy with me right now. So we got Francis Fontaine. Do we see it this time? Hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. All right, let me exit out of here. Did you? All right, cool. You saw it. I'm growing, people. All right, so I come back on the camera, but I have to switch the camera all the way around. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Gouache, and here's the picture. All right, and there's the painting. We are making paintings. We are not making photos, my friend. Okay. Here's my value study. Do you see that? Value study. Boom. Yes, I took this photo. This is my photo reference. I went to Leo Carrillo. Leo Carrillo was like this cool Mexican dude, and he was a movie star, and he had this ranchera, this cool place to go. You can go have like wedding parties and stuff there. Naomi says, very cool. And Diane says, yes. All right. I so appreciate you. I adore you guys for encouraging my behavior. And just so you see, these brushes right here, this one closes up and goes right there in the center. This one goes here like that. This goes there. Boom, boom. Nice cleanup. And this is ready to just get tossed in my backpack. And this will get a nice little frame. And I'll probably just sell this in my studio over at Spanish Village for probably $1.99. And yeah, that's how we roll. I don't see my... Oh, here it is. This needs a lovely signature right here. Like that. I hate to run, but I promised the wife I'd pick her up on time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Go grab Schwan Lee's book. Oh my gosh, I've learned so much from her, and I'm honored to own her book that just came out. I did just do a little video on this book, so I did already flip through it. Go watch the video. I will see you next Wednesday, same time, same channel. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. I appreciate you and I adore you. Probably great food. Oh my gosh. So we're going to this cool pizza spot. It's my first time. First time there. So I will report and let you know how good it was. All right. See you later. Ciao. Arrivederci.